Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Marima. Thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to interact with other videos that you will come across on this platform. So today I'll be talking about a young girl that has, come out to talk about her experience and what she's suffering. And then I'm going to discuss about the lessons that we're going to learn from this situation and how to avoid or prevent them not to affect other kids. So there is this thing called potty dirty Dubai. It's a situation where young girls, Instagram models and others, not all, some of them, all these self-made young girls that will from Africa and Western world, Europe, America, Asia, and all other places, they will travel to UAE, mainly the city Dubai, where they will come across with rich men, and then they will exchange, services for these men, and then they will get paid in return. Plus, their traveling fees, flights, stay, everything will be catered for by these men, and then at the end of it all, they will get paid for what they went there to do, the service that will go there to render to these men. And there have been so many controversies starting online since I remember back in 2021, this word was like out there in the open. But then it went cold again, and then last year it was all up in the internet again. People talking about young girls that are still going to Potty Dirty Dubai to go do this kind of stuff with men. And there have been several accounts where young girls have given their accounts of how these men will mishandle them, treat them badly, do things that are unspeakable to them in order for them to earn this money and live this positive and rich and wealthy lifestyle online. So there was this young girl, this article came out on, Wednesday, 8th July 2024. I went to Dubai to eat shit for 20 million naira. Now I'm losing my life and need help desperate. I'm reading this article, by the way, just a picture of it, not the whole article. It was somewhere around February of 2020 when I was broke. I was living in Ajegule in Lagos State. In fact, I was the definition of poverty. I met a girl in the market who said she had a connection for us to go to Dubai and eat shit for 20 million naira each, with all travel expenses covered. We will stay there for 7 days. I did not even think twice. I agreed because I told myself that after eating it, I could rush to the bathroom. So now she's facing some medical complications. She has gone to that side of her life where she's now reflecting on the choices that she has made years ago that is now affecting her general physical health, mental health, and her general, all in all, her well being. So, like when she talked about she was the definition of poverty, I'm going to discuss other side. As a young girl growing up in Africa, Sierra Leone to be precise, I'm a Sierra Leonean by the way, and then from West Africa, Nigerian is also in West Africa. We have seen things that many girls sometimes I will not say like they lack the patience. Sometimes I will just say like general frustrations. Some girls will get to a level of frustration that they will not care what will happen next. They'll just want to jump on anything that will come their way. Because like when you're growing up, you see some girls, especially these influencers of today, some of them though, you will see them online showcasing all this abundance of wealth and how they are doing well and how life has been excellent and how they are doing things nicely without telling people in detail what they went through to ascertain that wealth or that position where they are now living. Then they'll be confusing all these other young girls that lack the amount of patience to like just be focusing on what they are doing and just wait for the appointed time where they are going to make something of their life. She was desperate. She was in a need of achieving something that she wanted to achieve. So the news came to her, the message was clear, and then she was not even thinking twice. She went for it. You are a young girl, you are growing up, and there are so many things happening around you. You will see your age mates doing things like driving cars, buying houses. Please be guided. Don't be in a rush to jump into something that you have no idea or know the depth of what you are going to be dealing with. when you take a look at Africa and then you think about the level of patience that young girls don't have, sometimes you may want to like blame them. But if you have been in that system, you have lived a certain amount of years, you will understand why some girls lack the, anything patience. Because they used to say the patient dog eat the fattest bone, but sometimes you will look and say to yourself that by the time that bone is going to reach to you, like you will be dead. We have young and fresh students, graduates from the universities that are out there struggling to get a job. You know why they can't get a job? Because majority of the time we have greedy, old and selfish people in this establishment that are sitting there, even though they are past their resignation age, they will not resign and give space for this young mind to come into the field and work and showcase what they have been taught at the universities. Because these men or women will be in that position, they will not resign, they'll wait until their grandchild or a family member, relative or whatsoever or some sort will finish school, even secondary school, and then they'll come and put that person in that position. Sometimes you wonder and be like, oh, why are these young men not patient? Why are they always so desperate to get money and stuff? Because they are not seeing the limelight that okay, there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel, or we are going to get a rainbow after the rainstorm. No, the lack of empathy among the seniors in Africa is it's alarming. And then when you look at the political aspect as well, that is just like will just bring you to tears and just frustrate you altogether because politicians in Africa are not doing anything. They will come and go with the same nonsense that they have start, like one will come and do some nonsense, another one will come and continue and do the same nonsense. They are not doing nothing to empower the youth, nothing to make the youth become, sustainable and do things that they can do. When I sit down, sometimes I think about my nation. I think about how talented the young minds are, and then they're not given the opportunities because some greedy old folks thinks that they are better to get those positions than the young kids. Due to greed, it's sad when we think about things like that, but we cannot help it. That is why it's really frustrating and it's really heartrending when you sit down and look at all these young girls that are entering in this world of, selling their body or ready to do whatever thing a man asks them to do just so they can feed or do things that they want to do, just the basic stuff. We have seen the level of domestic violence happening in Africa. We have seen the level of young girls that are constantly getting unalived in Nigeria. We have been seeing the news on social media, especially on TikTok, people giving accounts of young, beautiful girls that are getting, going missing and then end up being dead with parts of their body not, no longer there. And there is nothing that can be done. And then you see people in the comment section talking about, these girls are not patient. They want to live the baby girl lifestyle. They want to live rich. No one can be patient to the extent of certain situations. Poverty is not something that you can come in terms and agree that okay, I'm poor, I'm going to accept that I'm going to live in poverty. No one wants to stay in poverty forever. People are fighting every day, going out and coming in to make sure that they can change the situations of their life or what they are doing. They can get rid of certain, that stench of poverty out of their life, and then they are subjected to this kind of bad situations where they will end up finding themselves traveling to Dubai to go do nonsense just because of money, just because there are no opportunities. I know there are young girls that are getting all the opportunities that they can get, but they will still, due to greed, want more and more and more. In certain situations, you just have to sit and think and be like, no, this kind of person, I know what happened and why he or she went to this extent to do certain things. I want to hear your opinions in the comment section about this topic, about this whole Dubai thing and the amount of femicide going on in Nigeria and everywhere around Africa as a whole, not only West Africa, but other African countries. How girls are getting unalived by men, how girls are getting mistreated, abused, and dehumanized by men because of certain money or benefits or whatever nonsense that they are getting from these people. My name is Mariama, a Sierra Leonean, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos, and I will see you all whenever you see me next.